Welcome to my channel. This is Ellie from Hypno You with the week of 20th of March 2016. I felt obliged to be doing the whole reading this week in the Adoring Virtue message from the Angels cards. This week is going to be a transformative week for many of you. Now, if you would like a private reading, please go to www.hypnoyouellie.com. I also offer a one burning question reading for $40 paid at PayPal at hypnoyouellie@hotmail.com. Both the links are below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you like this, please give a thumbs up. You know I love the thumbs up. So in March, on the 20th of March, the week of, we are being told by the angels to keep moving forward, to keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Now this is Mercury, this is Mars, this is communication, this is transport, this is computers, faxes, texts, communication one-on-one. Somewhere along the line during this week, you're feeling like you're not heard. You're feeling like everything's become too much of a burden and you can't see the way out, you can't see the end. For some of you, you've been working on something for a long time and you're getting to the crunch and you feel like you've done all this work for nothing. I don't know why you're feeling like there's desperation at the end of this. It's almost like you don't think you're going to get it out on time. You don't think you're going to get the funds in time. You're running out of days. You're running out of time. And there's a limit and the time. So whether you're waiting on the finances to go through because you have a deadline for a purchase, or for a deadline for a launch, or deadline for your work, or you've got a certain amount of time before you have to get the money, before you have to pay something. But it's coming down to the why we really don't think it's going to go through. Now, the angels are telling you that there is a miraculous solution going to appear. Someone will unexpectedly, and the last person you would think of, will be able to offer you the help that you need, whether it be materialistic resources or finances, be able to extend to talk on your behalf. Also, I feel like this is another time where you put yourself out there in a communicative way, whether it be over the airways, in the atmosphere, because this is a Mercury and a Mars thing. Earlier on in the month, we had Mars sitting in front of the Sun, which was giving birth to a revolutionary way of communicating, a brand new communicative way or launch or something to do with communication. It was a big start, a fresh start. You're being asked to not let the ball drop, that you're being asked to follow through with that communication, to follow up with those dreams. You might be going through Mars. March is a time where there's a lot of Pisces Neptune movement and you might be feeling like you're creatively stuck or creatively you're stalled. There's something going on where you are feeling that the pinch, creatively and communicatively speaking. Now, you've been, what's being offered as help to you is a message from someone who's passed, a female figure who's telling you that she's okay and that you have their strength, you have their support to continue with your individual unique way of being you. I hear, don't try and be a carbon copy, be a fantastic you. There's a way of seeing that you can be a huge success in your launch by just being authentic, by just being you. Now, subconsciously, you're run down, you're exhausted, you've been burning the candle at both ends. This has been a very busy month for you, where we've got people pulling you at all ends. You may have been unwell, you might have hurt your shoulder or the middle of your back, you've got a sore neck, you've been unable to sleep, lack of sleep, and you've hit exhaustion level. Archangel Michael is going to help you get through those physical issues, and if you're caring for someone who is unwell, this could be a breakthrough moment where there is a change to release you from that burden or to get help with that burden that you carry on a day-to-day basis. Now, why you've recently been very focused on your children, or if you are a teacher, you've been recently very focused on your exams for children, or a new process of dealing with the younger self. This could also be, I hear, a mentoring process or a mentoring system that you've just recently concluded, whether you are the child or the young person who's been mentored, or you are the person who's been mentoring. You are now coming to the end of your cycle, and the patience is telling you that this is time for you to not take action. This is time to nurture, to grow, to research, to go online, to get the answers, to seek alternative ways of concluding this, to seek experience from others. This is gathering information, being a student, and synthesizing both your knowledge that you're bringing in and your experience that you already have. Now, emotionally, this is going to be a time where emotions are brought up. The subconscious, the Neptune is bringing subconscious feelings up to the surface, and this could come to a head with a fire sign, water sign relationship here, where these emotions are raw, they're here, but they're brought up to the surface for you to be able to cut what no longer serves you and take it out of your life, so that you're freed up for new love. This is also about insecurities in your self-esteem. Archangel Gabriel is about communication. She's as Mars is as we get, and this is a time where the more communication, the more research online. This is talking, chatting, emailing, texting, getting online, online dating, online counselling. The more you do this, the quicker you're healing emotionally. Those emotions are up on the surface now. They're being readdressed. What you're really getting stuck in at the moment is you're confused and indecisive because you don't have all the information yet. Now, this could do something to do with siblings, sisters, around a family, leader or hierarchy, mother or father. Or this could do with infertility and not getting the support from the family, or, I hear enough already. Well, it's not enough already when you're the one that wants it. Now, I feel like there's something you're missing. I feel like you've got to go back to the start. There's something you're missing. And Grace and Antoinette is saying empathy will help a long way in healing this rift. I feel like something wasn't signed, something wasn't... Right at the beginning, there's been a mistake made, and this is where everything's being held up. Go back to the beginning, okay? Now, as the outcome, well, Ray's telling you that if you don't stop, there's going to be migraines happening. This is a week where you have to take some time out and meditate, take some time out for me time, take some relaxation time. This is migraines. This is, blowing your fuse. This is losing your shiznit. Archangel Michael's telling you that all the challenges this week that come up, there's going to be something with your work, something with your children, something with your emotional self, physical self as well, and in any arguments that you have. Archangel Michael's there for you. These things are being brought up so that they can be addressed, and so you can put boundaries in place where there is no taking advantage of. People aren't... I feel like this week is going to come to the conclusion where things are going to move on freshly, because there's going to be an ending. Whatever the ending is the best for you. It's a blessing in disguise, and you're going to absolutely love the new process that starts on. Now, going into next week, they're asking you to take your time and be cautious. Please don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to sign anything. Don't be in a hurry to jump in that car. Don't be in a hurry to jump on board. Don't be in a hurry, because I feel like this is a transition, that you can't skip any steps. You have to take your time. You have to do it slowly, because this week is all about taking the time, and you will be pleasantly surprised. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that reading, and I shall see you next week.